Welcome back to the very first edition of the Car Meets podcast. I am your host, Alvin Noah, and today here we are very privileged to have a distinguished guest. So I would like to give our guest the chance to introduce himself.
Thank you. So my name is Karanja. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Karanja. We are very honored to have you as part of this podcast. This is our very first edition, and today we have chosen a very beautiful car by the name Jeep Wagner that we will be discussing on. And Mr. Karanja, if you find it pleasing, I'll ask you a few questions, and then we'll also give us an overview of the car in general. Yeah. So, wacha tuchape kitu basi. So Mr. Karanja, my first question is who is Mr. Karanja as a person?
Um, Mr. Karanja is just a random guy who loves cars. Um, the passion of cars came since childhood.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
that's what I can
second
say
question
about
is,
myself.
yeah, what pushed you to start and also even to join Moto Meets?
So the reason why we started that um is because like we want to our mission is to educate buyers and also to entertain the car guys. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good inspo. And uh, today you gave out the suggestion of talking about the Jeep Wagner, and I would like to ask, why did you want the Jeep Wagner to be the starting of this fine episode of the Kamith podcast?
So the reason why we decided to use it is because one of our followers, um, she said that it might be best to start with a Jeep because it's a powerful car, and we need to start with a powerful start.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see why you're talking about, because if I look at the specifications of these vehicles, it is out of this world, an outstanding vehicle by itself. So, what is your first impression when you look at a car?
My first impression is the reliability. You can't
Reliability.
have a car which is not reliable. Yeah.
And when you're talking about reliability, in what aspect? Like fuel efficiency, the ability to go into different terrains. When you're talking about reliability, what are you
Um.
actually talking about in specific?
So when I say about reliability, reliability like unaweza rely on both on road and off road.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what's to talk here, mom? Let us get out from the aspect of Mr. Karanja and we go direct to the Jeep Wagner. So, what can I, if you were told to describe the make, the model, and the year of the Jeep Wagner, how would you give it?
So between the year 2019 and 2025, there's a very big difference. Uh, when you look, let's say like the Jeep Wagner 2025, it's a 2-liter inline four-cylinder with a 470 horsepower, uses a recirculating ball steering setup. That's actually very interesting because not most cars have that kind of feature.
Yes, yes, yes. And my sources here tell me that we also have a version of the Jeep Wagner back in the year 1920, and it says that there's the Jeep Wagner 2025 is a predecessor to the Jeep Wagner 1920. So, what gives the uniqueness of this Jeep 2025?
When you look even at the looks, let's say about the headlights. Um, the 2025 model has a rounded headlights. I
Oh
guess
yes.
that's
So
it.
my third questions, what are the key specifications? Like what distinguish these cars from other cars?
Pardon? You're
What are
getting
the key
lost?
specifications of this Jeep? Like the engine type, the horsepower, the amount of torque, and also the transmission. Would like to know if it is a manual or an automatic.
Um, about the automatic, about the transmission, we have a model which has a 6-speed transmission, which is manual, and we have 8-speed transmission, which is automatic.
And
Yeah.
I have a question for you. So when we're talking about the engine types, why do we say this one is an V8, this one is a V12, this one is a V6? What sets it apart?
The we have like a car like um Land Cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
You can't compare Land Cruiser with let's say something like a Premium, the
Yes.
best.
So my source is telling me here
This
that the difference between these models of the V8,
the
V6
pistol.
is the pistons. And in the pistons, that is the number of pistons. If it's a V8, it has 8 pistons. And when it's a V6,
Yep.
it's always an even number because they have to be divided into equal parts. Like if it's 3 on this side, 3 on the right side. 3 on left, 3 right.
Yeah, that's
So,
actually very correct.
so
Mm.
what I have another question here. What are the technological features? Because you know, in this era, we look at mostly the technological of these cars and the reliability and also how it can help in efficiency of modern day life.
Just a minute. When you look at the technologies, this Jeep Wrangler, it has a very good cruise control,
Mm-hmm.
which helps you both on road and off road.
So you're telling me that it has good. And if I was to ask you the drive of this vehicle, is it an all-wheel drive, a four-wheel drive, a two-wheel drive?
It's a 4-wheel drive, obviously, because it's mostly used by off-roaders.
Yes. So, to end this segment, I want to have a few closing questions to ask before we end this. So, where are my questions? Here they are. I have lost them. Here they are. Do you actually think the value of this car is because my sources tell me that this car is quite costly? Do you think its value is
Mhm.
suitable for its capability? Like, do you think it's worth its value? Wewe unaona ni kama imetosha mboga?
Hiyo gari imetosha mboga kabisa, kwa sababu when you look at someone who lives at a remote area, the person who lives at a remote area is going to benefit a lot because hiyo mambo ya kukwama kwama, all that, yeah. the power.
Yeah, so what I can say, we have the biggest pros and cons. The biggest pros is always its off-roading capability, and I think the biggest con or the disadvantage is that it's really costly to maintain, because you know these are big car by the, and
Yeah,
it's very heavy. You know, it's most of these off-road cars are very heavy. If you look at something like the V8
yeah,
off-roader, it's very heavy. It's very heavy. So I have the closing segment, and the first question is: I want you to surprise me with anything that you think we have left out. I want you to surprise me with anything you think we have left out. Like if we have left out the engine, if we have left out the transmission, or there is something that you think we have not discussed. Yes. Yes. So thank you very much for your time. And to the listeners that are there, it's been a blast with you guys. So the rest of the questions are left to the audience. Na nataka pia nyinyi guys mcheze hapo kwa comment section. Hadi mimi mtujibu, yeah. Make this thing interactive, make it fun, make it enjoyable. So the first questions I have for the audience is that what is one thing you think as a brand or as a channel we should improve on? That's the first thing. And also, a second question I have for the viewers is, what car should I review next? What car should I review next? Then hapo chini mnaweza tupa thoughts, mtuambie if you think this episode was a blast, because this is our first ever episode, and it will be fun if you guys tell us your feedback, because without feedback there is basically nothing we are doing. And then what do you think we should do for our next episode? Yeah, it has been a blast with you guys. Mr. Karanja joining us, it's an honor, from both the Kami Corporation and also us as a team. And we think that we are going far and far and far. Are you agreeing with that, Mr. Karanja? Are you agreeing with that? Yes. The network is very bad, but we are done with the episode. It has been a blast, guys. Thank you for everything. As part of the Kamith, I'm very glad. And to this up, end this up, nimewekea kofia chini. Meet you in the next episode.